Power 93.7 WBLK, the People Station. I'm Yasmin Young inside the 2 to 6 takeover, and it is still National Small Business Week. Of course, I'm highlighting businesses right here in Buffalo and Western New York that are always doing big things. You know, it's always great to see people that have followed their path, their dream, and are entrepreneurs. And one of those is one of my favorite entrepreneurs, Alex from the African Heritage Food Co-op and the African Heritage, is it Economic Initiative? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
good.
Ma'am,
okay.
Yes,
All right. So, Alex, I'm sure people know you. You're always out and about. You've been at several of our events. You're always giving back. And, you know, how did you get started with this business? Because I think it's interesting. A lot of times we get into food as a restaurant, but not on the side of producing, distributing, and that nature of it.
Yeah. I come from a nonprofit business background, and this was a way for me to do business and justice, and having access and ownership of our own food systems makes it more equitable for our lives in general. You know, our health crisis, diabetes, who's leading? Us. Heart attack, stroke, who's leading? Us. So
obesity.
If we are the most if we're the most impacted by something, then we need to take the most control over it.
And you hear a lot of times about food deserts where it might just be a corner store and people can only access the food that's in a corner store, which generally speaking is not the healthiest. And all of the, you know, organic, fresh produce stores are usually out beyond the bus system, beyond people's means who don't have a car. So I think it's really important. But for those who don't know exactly what a food co-op is, explain that.
Okay, think of it as a store that's owned by the consumers. So what you say isn't just a wish; it's a priority. People have a chance to vote on everything from the food we provide. We're in the process of raising funds for our brick and mortar, so people will be able to decide what that'll look like, the items that'll be in there, the management of the facility. So it's taking the food access and having fresh fruits and vegetables and putting the command of that into the hands of the people who use it.
And that's very powerful. That's extremely powerful, and it's extremely important. Let's talk about the brick and mortar, because I know that you have been working so diligently on getting this done. And I know you don't want to spill all of the beans, but let's talk about where you are with that.
Okay, well, we are negotiating a space right now in East Buffalo. And we are we're looking forward to that. We received some funding from United Way, and we're also doing fundraisers on our own. You know, if people want to become members or patronize a co-op, all that is going to help us have a brick and mortar access to fresh fruits and vegetables. And actually, we're going to be expanding beyond just fruits and vegetables. We're going to have grains and fish and meat and everything that you would need in a store at reasonable prices, owned and operated by the residents in the community.
So dope. So now, of course, how do people get in contact with you all to become a member of the co-op, if they want to donate to the brick and mortar store, if they just want to be a part of your movement?
Yeah. So you can go to www.myahfc.com. Donate. Just go to Cash App. Hashtag AHFC. You can donate via PayPal to ahfcfinance@gmail.com. And, you know, and we have a 501c3 through the African Heritage Economic Initiative that supports our education and civic attributes. So you can also make your donation tax deductible as well.
Nice.
You can also find out more information at 716-573-1844.
All right, there it is. And I've got all of that information on our website for you, WBLK.com, to make it easy. As a matter of fact, Alex, I'm going to sign up for my membership today and become a member, because I done talked to you about this too many times to not be. Shame on myself for waiting this long to do it, but I'm going to become a member today. And I hope that other people are inspired to become a member, because food is so important. It's life or death. And we have to be able to have access to fresh fruit, fresh veggies, like you said, grains, fish, meat, things that are going to nourish our bodies and our minds and the next generation, also our kids.
Yes, ma'am. And, thank you for that. And, I always got to end it by saying, remember, anything less than ownership is unacceptable.
Hey, there it is.